Hello.
Hi.
And good evening.
I'm Amber. This is Alex.
This is Amber.
We were given these hearts by one of our foster kids recently, and we got to talking about how difficult it is to say goodbye when it's time for the child that we have, the foster kid, to move on to a new home or whatever. And I guess it just kind of hit me. We were not recently, but we were told a little while ago that it's possible, and it's looking more and more possible.
It's very probable.
It's probably going to happen, that our two foster kiddos are going to move with a family member. So
one of their family members.
Yeah.
A relative.
Yeah. So that just, and then not too long after that, we got these hearts from one of our foster kids, and it just made me a little sad because, but it also encouraged me too, because this just lets me know that it helps me remember that we're doing something right and that we're making a difference in these kids' lives. And no matter where they end up, we have to trust the Lord and know that He's going to take care of them, and that seeds are planted and they'll grow, and their time here wasn't in vain.
This is the part of what we do that I think people bring up the most. Whenever someone says, how do you do that? Or, or I wish that's so awesome. Like, I wish I could do it. But then the thing that most people say is, but I could never say goodbye, or I could never let them go. And yeah, that part does suck. That part sucks a lot. I mean, there's been more than once, I can remember, we had this little boy. We got him when I think he was 3 weeks old. And he left when he was like 4 months old and went with grandma or somebody. But, it was like, I was sad, I was sad whenever I would think about it and cry and everything. And then it was like 6 months later, I was doing laundry, and somehow one of his little like puppy dog face shaped blue washcloth got mixed in with some of the clothes, like had been under something. We found it and put it in dirty clothes. And as I'm washing the clothes, I pull out this little puppy dog washcloth, and I just stood there in the basement and bawled. And he was only with us for like 3 or 4 months. I mean, and the kids we have now, we've had for a year. What's it going to be like saying goodbye to them? That's going to suck bad. And not only does it hurt my heart that they won't be here, a part of you wants to say that you wasted a year of your life enduring their tantrums, working really hard to teach them discipline and life skills, all the effort and the emotional and physical effort that it takes to raise these kids, especially when they're coming from trauma. That's hard. And there's a little part in the back of your head that says, you wasted your time. You should have been focusing on the kids that are going to be here forever, And that's a lot of crap, but that's still there. It's like putting in the work on something and not being able to see the outcome, or not even being able to finish it through to completion. To begin a work and put so much effort into getting them in a certain successful direction, what we would define as success, and then to just have to be like, hands off, okay, please make it. Like, that's hard. That's hard. It's not like your work is wasted, but you do not get to see your project through to the goal. Mm-hmm. And that sucks. And it's hard. And I just hope they'll be okay,
It's hard for me because probably for both of us, but what gets me the most is that I can't fight for them. Like, I feel like any parent who is being told that their kid is going to be taken away from them after so long, your natural instinct as a parent is to fight for them. And that, that may be not bad on my part, but we have to remember that the goal is to reunify the child with their parent or their family member or whatever. And we respect that. But in this situation, it's just hard because the family member that they'll be with, they've never met. And I don't see how that is better just because they're blood.
Right.
So, and they're bonded here, and they're becoming acclimated here, and they call me mom and him dad and brothers and sisters, and they have a routine and school and grandparents here, who love them, and extended family who love them. So, in my opinion, mission accomplished. They have a family now. I totally respect the family member that is interested in taking them, and I understand that she wants to keep the family together, but I don't always agree that that's the best option. But yeah, we have to cope and cling to the Lord and trust that He knows what He's doing. He does know what He's doing. And he has their best interest at heart. So they'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know what other people mean when they talk about the system being broken, but this is where when we talk about how broken the system, the child welfare system is, this is one of the things we're thinking about, and this doesn't mean this isn't to knock it. Mm-mm. Look, brokenness starts in the home, okay? And because there's something happening with their bio families that is broken, and it's not good for them. So you can't expect any system to come in, any overarching program or way of approaching things, and to be all good. I mean, this is triage. This is trying to minimize damage and do the best they can. So we know we've worked with Children's Services for, 7 years now. I think we've been foster parents for 7 years, and there's been a lot of people that come and go. There's a decent turnover there, but then there's a lot that stick around. And I tell you what, the people who are there year after year after year, they are busting their butts, and they don't get paid enough, and they don't have enough time to literally to give everybody everything they need. And those people are heroes, okay? So the people within Children's Services, like, this isn't anything on them. They're freaking awesome. Okay, for most of them are just doing the best they can to try and do right by everybody, and it's impossible. Okay, so just know that. So like Amber said, we think like we're all about family, like taking in family, even if it's not the parents, like this relative wants them. And we love that, and we're not knocking her at all. But at the same time, you're going to uproot them after over a year here, where they have this dad and this mom and 5 siblings that they love, that they play with every day, that they know, that the ones that are younger than them, they help take care of them. Like, this is family. I'm not trying to bust anybody's chops. I don't know how to deal with that. It just sucks. And it's not good for kids. Whatever, that's my opinion. I don't think it's good for kids. I don't think it's good that the parents get so long to clean stuff up and that kids just have to linger in foster care. That's screwed up. I want people to do whatever they need to do to get their kids back, get clean, get stable, do whatever. But you got to do it now. Don't keep messing yourself up and using for the next 11 months and then say, okay, I want to get serious. Do it now. Because your kids are being hurt. Even if they're thriving where they're at, if they've got to get moved later, that's going to hurt them so bad to break that relationship. And anyway, so those are all, that's just one of the things we think about that revolve around saying goodbye to kids.
So we still love what we do, and we still believe that it's making a difference. You know, even if it's a small difference, at least it's something. And we do it for moments like this. That's all we have.
Yeah. Deuces.